Okay, so maybe I'm not cut out for this table tennis thing. And I'm also feeling a little bit blue today because it's the end of our first season of the MAP Master Plan. This series is where we're helping you turn your Black Friday sales into long-term revenue by growing your customer loyalty. And joining us throughout this series have been our fantastic partners with strategies, stories, and insights. So let's start with the final episode of the MAP Master Plan. Okay, so throughout this series, we've acquired new customers, grown your database, and nurtured those customers while reactivating your existing inactive contacts. You've hit some seriously good numbers during Black Friday and the holiday season, and that's a wrap. I'm kidding. It's nowhere near over. In fact, it's just the beginning of your marketing strategy. A lot of work has gone into trying to get those sales in this peak. But you want to retain all of these customers all year long for sustainable and incremental revenue growth. In other words, you need to retain these customers and grow customer loyalty to keep sales coming in all year round. Like campaigns that marketers tend to set and forget, which you really shouldn't, the same happens for these new or reactivated customers. Not only can this give customers a feeling of abandonment, but it means you're not building the customer's lifetime value. Your strategy needs to be keeping customers engaged by using real-time data to create customer-centric experiences throughout the customer journey. This helps to build an emotional connection with customers. We spoke with our partner Jakala about how to build a consistent customer experience that ties into all the aspects of the customer lifecycle to encourage customer retention and repeat purchases. Let's find out more.
So can you introduce yourself and Jakala? What do you guys do?
Yeah. Actually, Jakala is a company which is specialized in sales and marketing, covering, I would say, the full panel on the different moments of through. So from the strategy to the technological side of it, and then also to engagement and activation. So ideally, we would like to support companies when it comes to marketing and sales in a truly full funnel way.
So from your experience, so obviously we're running this series of videos to help brands around their peak season period. And many brands are going to be acquiring new customers, maybe re-engaging the inactive ones, they're nurturing them. People come to their sites and they transact, make a few purchases. But what about retaining them, right? So where do marketers get it wrong when it comes to actually continuing to nurture them, after the peak trading season?
I think that when we are approaching, peak seasons or specific, promotional moments during the year, like something which is a one-off and not organically integrated in the way we are designing a customer experience, is where we fail. Basically, everybody want to get in contact with clients during those moments. So we must be sure actually that we are ensuring this kind of consistency on one hand, and so that there is, a story and a relationship is not just a date with a client, but we need actually to nurture that relationship. One hand consistency, on the other hand personalization, and we must know our clients in order to communicate something which is effective for that client in that specific momentum. Make sure that we are connecting all the dots from a data standpoint in order to personalize our interactions based on what our clients has told us.
And it's quite hard, isn't it? Because particularly during the peak trading season, you're kind of inclined to use discounts and promotions to attract new customers, right? So you might feel like you've attracted new customers, but in reality, you just attracted someone that wanted a discount, right? And that relationship is not sustainable. And when it comes to kind of specific tactics, so how should businesses approach this? Can you give some example tactics and programs that have worked in the past?
We must be very clear with the goals that we are setting before launching the initiatives. And so having a comprehensive scorecard with KPIs that we need to monitor, as I said, consistently, and then start building a loyalty strategy framework. And so understand, okay, which are the expectations of my clients or of my different client audiences so far, understand how those consumer targets are behaving when interacting with the brand, understanding how we are, designing the processes that may fit in a natural way with those expectations and those behavior. Again, the earning points scheme. So how this is working? Is it an earn and burn? Is it tiers? Is it mixed? And then you should also, understand which are the benefits and the rewards that are relevant for them. So maybe sometimes not just limiting to discounts, and maybe sometimes just not limiting to your own ecosystem, but then think about what kind of experiences as brand you can create. Also open up to partners and understand if you can, add more value, encompassing within your program also other brands that may be close to yours from a brand positioning standpoint. And so those kind of adjacencies may be positive, also in transferring the values and the signature that you would like the client to perceive when interacting with you.
Can you give us an example of a successful customer? Do you have one in mind?
Hopefully many, as far as this is something which is core for Jakala, but I think that one example that is quite well known is the Vodafone Happy program that has been implemented first in Italy and then in other clients. The goal for Vodafone was for sure to increase loyalty in telco world, which is actually very much competitive, as you may understand, from a pricing point in a sense. And then on the other, also increase the in-app traffic in order to reduce the interactions with the physical customer service in a sense. So actually we created a program that was free for existing customers, actually, where we were encompassing promotions from brands that could jump on the customer base of Vodafone. So partners, basically, like Samsung, like Booking.com, like many other companies that were, proposing their own services and benefits with vouchers, with experiences that they were offering so far to the Vodafone customer base. So every week, through an instant win games, the Vodafone client were, redirected through the app or with push notifications or with emails, with SMS and so on, in order for them to enter the app, participate to the instant win, and then access to specific promotions, vouchers, or even much, richer experiences that were put at disposal by the different brands.
That's great. And I like it how they're kind of a Black Friday and peak season engagement started way before, with actually thinking through carefully of their loyalty program and then leveraging that to their advantage. So, and I guess that's probably quite a big takeaway, right? That kind of your peak season campaign did not start with peak season campaigns and discounts. They start with planning out the customer journey and what value you're adding. And then that's just the peak season is just an extension of the customer journey. So just kind of to summarize some of the points that you made, I made a couple of notes that I've learned. So, you were saying how brands should be clear with their goals. They should have comprehensive scorecard, KPIs. You have to build this kind of a loyalty strategy framework that's human-centric. You have to think about what are the main kind of a customer, I guess, interaction points. And at what point are you going to ask for additional data points, right? Does it feel natural? Does it feel organic? Think through how you're going to define the scheme, earn and burn. You talked about how we kind of communicate the program, make sure that you do it in a natural way, authentic. And also, I love the Vodafone example around how they engage partners as well, right? Because you don't have to think about your own brand. You can think about bringing in other partners that share the same values, like Vodafone Happy program and Samsung. So I think these are all very, very valuable learnings. So I really appreciate your time.
Thanks to Paolo at Jakala for that. Now, we've come to the final framework you need to grow your customer loyalty. It's called the value exchange, and this needs to sit at the mind of your entire lifetime of your business. You see, customers have high standards and expectations of what value means for them. It's about providing tailored experiences that reflect their preferences, needs, and behaviors. And so, given the economic climate, they expect you to offer discounts and promotions frequently. But if you're really going to invest time and budget into this, you need to ensure you can get an effective ROI. So, Rather than a blanket approach, here's where insight-led marketing comes in. With a large contact base, insight-led marketing helps you craft personalized campaigns that resonate with each and every customer. In other words, it goes beyond using the first name in emails and uses real-time data for hyper-personalization. For instance, you can use customer data to offer targeted discounts to high-value customers. By analyzing behaviors and past purchases, brands ensure discounts are given where they matter most, preserving the brand's value and budget while encouraging repeat purchases to grow loyalty. But those are just the tip of the iceberg. Insight-led marketing's true value comes from its holistic approach. It merges data analytics, behavioral insights, and market trends to create cohesive, impactful campaigns across all platforms. This consistency fosters customer trust as they experience a seamless journey every touchpoint, every time. Customer feedback can also serve as a compass, enabling swift strategy adjustments based on real-time sentiment. MapCloud's insight-led approach empowers digital marketers across consumer-facing industries to deliver exceptional customer experiences. We combine your data with AI to generate actionable insights that help you guide and connect with your consumers along their journey with your brand. This not only helps drive immediate results, this helps with customer loyalty and advocacy. And that's a wrap, people. Thank you so much for joining us across this series and developing the MAP Master Plan to help you turn those Black Friday and holiday sales into long-term revenue by delivering those exceptional customer experiences and building trust and loyalty with your brand. We hope you've enjoyed this series, and if you're looking for more inspiration to become more insight-led with your marketing strategy, feel free to visit map.com or improveyourmarketing.com for more insight-led tips. We would also love to have you here at one of our insight-led marketing events here in our London office. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.